Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it's the inspector back with you. And today, it's a day before Veterans Day. Today's Monday. Tomorrow is the actual holiday. But I want to do this shave now because of a bunch of different reasons. First of all, happy birthday to United States Marines, 250 years. Some of you that I've known have served with the Marines. And thank you for your service, okay? And so I want to get shaven. I'm going to the cigar lounge later on, so I want to clean up here. Also, this past weekend was Veterans Day weekend, sort of. My stepson is a tight end coach at Temple University in Philly. They were playing an away game at Military Academy at West Point, New York, and I was there for the game. They did lose, but Army won. Either way, it was a good thing. Great crowd. It's super atmosphere. So see all the sharp cadets there. It was sort of, I felt that at home there. And it's been next year, end of June, it'll be 40 years since I got out of the Army, 83 to 86. So thank you for you guys have served, your families and everybody. So for me, it's always special, these types of holidays, for good reason, and which I didn't think that would be such a big thing, when I got out. But as the years go on, things have happened. It just keeps growing on you. So anyhow, let's do a shave today. I have about 1 day's growth, enough to shave off. Okay, and we'll start with Strike Gold Shave Icon, which was a beautiful cologne type scent. It's hard to imagine you can't love something like this. Strike Gold Shave has Air Force One coming out today, so hop on that if you guys are inclined to. I forgot when this was, like either a 4th of July or Memorial Day release. I don't remember, but I do have the splash with this, which is great after shower. This will go on. Yes, I have. This is plenty enough soap for the shave. In my red, white, and blue, of course, Razor Company TRC Unbreakable Bowl. Also, next Saturday, Peter Sharkalis in Connecticut meetup. Jason will be there from TRC, Carlos. I don't know who else from there, but it would be great to see you guys and everyone that's going to be there. Encourage it if you can make it, haven't already. Committed. And for the razor, we're going to go with the Benchmark Proof, made in Montana. That comes with a nice bison case. I don't have that with me out now. I'm just showing the razor. It has a perma-sharp blade in there, second use, and this is it, okay? I have many proofs. Here I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 here. I gave a one, sold one, and I'm going to give one for a Christmas present. It makes 10 altogether. Tell me I'm not invested. The inspector puts his money where his mouth is, okay? And for this one, anyhow, the Benchmark, I got this engraved, and here it is. Okay, the inspector. All right, get a good shot at. We're good. All right. So yes, we washed out our face. Everything's good for good first use. Another military themed product I got from a Mystic brush. I think it is on Etsy. The window with the American flag in here, boar brush. And guys, you're saying you have to break boar brushes in. Yeah, a little bit, but really not that much. This seems to be very soft. I just washed it out with some soap for beginning the first use here. Soaked it, and it's ready to go. We'll see how it feels on the face. So I think breaking in is maybe a little bit, in a lot of cases, overhyped. That's just me, okay? We'll wet the face. Like I said, it's all been cleaned out really well before, and then we'll just gently squeeze out the water, shake it. All right, so we have a damp brush and pretty soft soap, and we'll just work it into a paste like we normally do. Add water little by little. And okay, here we go. A good amount up off into the brush. And I'm just gonna go slowly with this because I don't know. I use so many soaps and stuff like that, creams. Just work it in slowly because each one is different. All right, just remember that. Yep, so it's work it into a paste here. And so you see it's it's goopy. So I'm just gonna keep adding water. It looks like this can take a lot of water, which is great. Yeah. See how this is now? It's not, I'm adding water, but it's not a question of not lathering. It's a question that it needs more water. Okay, there's a difference here. So I'm just gonna add more water and then wait till that lather really becomes apparent and prominent in the bowl itself, all right? And once it does, now you're getting close, okay? So I add a decent amount of water. Once you put it on your face, if you want to add a little more, you can. See how you like it. See how you can see where it has a decent amount in the bowl, a lot in the brush. We'll apply this. I start by painting it on to all areas to be shaved. And then as lather goes flying, I could start working this into my skin. I'm conditioning the beard, getting it soft because softer hairs can cut a lot easier than non-hydrated hair. Conditioning my skin, getting into those pores, that's where the bristles come in and get in there and lift the beard, which is different than just slathering something on your face without a brush. So just that alone, even if you have a gel, guys, that you like to use a damn brush, foam it up, right? Put it on your face. Brushes, you don't have to pay a lot for it. You can get something as little as $10, maybe even less in some cases. And it's beneficial to your shave. Small price to pay, okay? Small price to pay. So I'm working it in, and you know what, guys? I gotta tell you, this bore knot is really soft without break-in, okay? I don't know which kind of bore brush I got. There's different grades, but this particular grade, I gotta tell you, is pretty darn soft. There's only a hint of scritch, which I don't mind. It'll go away. It doesn't smell. Okay, you think all bore brushes? No, and this doesn't. If it does, wash it out really well with some Dawn to begin with, and a little bit of vinegar if you want to. And just don't ever use, whatever brush you use, synthetic or whatever, no harsh chemicals on your fibers. You just don't want that. It's not necessary either, okay? So look, we have most of it off of the bowl. Got plenty of brush on the face. Excuse me, I'm hyped up on some serious coffee now. If I'm more livelier than usual for different reasons, all right? We're gonna wet this, heat up this blade and get shaving here. All right, we'll do 2 pass and touch-ups, whatever. And here we go. Nice mild shave. Obvious guys, I love these razors. I just love them. I have most of the variations on this, whether it be MKC, the Clear Hot, I've had that. I mean, Lockhart's edition, the Fireman 911 edition, the Subi Proof. I have just about bought all of them and or giving away, okay? So equals 10, all right? So a very nice, for these proofs, I encourage you to put your sharpest blade in, and smoothest, of course, because it's not very aggressive. So a sharper blade, as sharp as you can put in there with the smoothness, will, I think, give you the best results. Most guys who use this don't get like almost zero irritation on it, along with the fact that, guys, you have to try hard to cut yourself with this thing. Just be aware, decent technique, all right? Very little pressing, all right? No pressure hardly, just enough to engage your beard and skin, all right? Coming across like I do on my first pass, because the hairs go that way and they go up. So this is my first pass. Know your beard growth and how to go about it. Okay, you're taking all things into account, and a lot of that just comes with pure experience, guys. That's all it is. When you guys see me with the shavette, every now and again, all it is experience. Yes, you don't have a safety bar with your shavette, but it's all about pressure, light enough pressure and angle, because you don't have that safety bar. But it's muscle memory. After you get with the shavette, and I'll do more, of course, because I got plenty. Once you get over the actual fear of, oh my God, I'm going to cut myself, it gets a lot easier. And with the shavette, guys, unlike a safety razor, you go flat to your face first. You don't, if you come in like this or too much like this, okay, you're asking for serious trouble with the shavette. But once you get that skill down, all right, it's another thing that you can have fun with, all right? That's what it's all about. With, even if you don't need to have a lot of products. Just have the products that work for you, It needs to work for you. And if it doesn't, there's no sense in keeping it, Sell it or give it away. Now, you know me. If I get it for free, okay, for review, all right, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not keeping it. I'm giving it away. That's a totally different ballgame, that means, for me. So, and this is such, if you're doing it from cartridge shave, guys, cartridge razors, and you want to get away from that, I use all kinds. It doesn't matter to me, but this is such, for a lifetime warranty on your razor. This is like this type of thing is a no-brainer. Okay, product to buy. It's almost not a transition at all. Okay, so take my word for it. But if you don't take my word for it, you take the company's word for it, because that's their pledge. Okay. The only thing that I've heard about this is that it's too mild or whatever, and I get it if that's your your deal, okay? But, all right, so I'm gonna lather this up, go in the bowl. So guys, if you can always refresh. Now in the beginning, one thing with the new board brush, guys say it eats lather. Well, what do you mean by eating lather? Not literally eating lather, but what I think happens, this is my opinion, is that a new brush, okay, doesn't have nothing. It absorbs moisture, especially in the beginning, and absorbs your soap or whatever it is. And that gives you the impression that, it's eating lather. But if you just, if you feel that's happening, add a few more drops of water, warm water, whatever, and this is what happens. It just comes back. So you do have to, yes, you do. That's part of, I think that's more of a break-in thing than the scritch, any type of scritch, in my opinion. And yes, odor, if there is any. All right. All right. So we did well to lather up for our second pass, and we're just gonna go against the grain here. And any razor, where the razor shines, it's going to come out, especially in the second against the grain or third pass, whatever you do, you're against the grain. If you do that, like I do, and it's just so damn smooth. Okay, I'm just putting the razor to my face. I'm hearing that click. You don't worry about angles with this thing, guys. Don't shave like it's a DE with a razor, a pivoting head, because that's what they're made for, okay? If you're gonna try to create your own angles, you're defeating the purpose of the razor, okay? A lot of it. Easy load, magnetic. The magnets have gotten increasingly, the second version, they put a stronger magnet in, which helps for some of you guys who shake out. I don't shake out razors normally. I don't bang it on anything because I don't want to damage my razor, but they've solved that. Okay, so, and it's just, putting it on my face flat and just letting the razor literally do everything for me. Do everything. Now with the half DE blade like this, I'll use it twice. Normally I'll use the DE 3 times, but I'll two uses out of a half DE, and that's good. I mean, blades are cheap. I'm not complaining. Keep your blade sharp, guys, and after you use it, rinse it off really well with hot water. Blot it dry and let it air dry if there's any more moisture. It's a sin to have a wet, dirty blade, okay, using that, remove your blades from your razors. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it's only going to benefit you down the road, all right? There's no excuse for like razors like this. Now injectors are a different story, okay? Obviously, that you can't replace the blade in on most of them like that between uses, but you can dry it really well, dab it dry, whatever. Okay, so that's the one real exception to the rule for obvious reasons. So I'm going to go against the grain here. I'm going to come across, right? And it doesn't matter how much, with the good soap, good slickness, just normal use the right way, no hardly any pressure, I'm not going to irritate myself. So start out, whether you're beginning, my advice is, just got to put a little coating on here. There you go. revive the lather a little bit. There we go. It's a little thin. I'll grab more soap from the bottom. Agitate here. All right. Don't forget, second pass, third pass, whatever, guys. You don't need, your lather doesn't have to be as thick. You already removed most, 95% of your hair from your face already. Okay? So, what was I saying? Too much caffeine. These razors are such a joy for me to use. I hope they are for you guys too. Now, you don't have to own as many as I do, guys. I'm just, yes, I'm over the top. The inspector is, yeah, well, with all the gear I have, yeah, I'm over the top. I know it. Some of you guys are too. I've seen it. I'm not discouraging you one bit. Okay, if you like it, hey, you don't have to buy everything, but that's not the point. I mean, I'm really, put more water on this. Very fortunate that I can do this and have what I have, but you know what? That does not exclude you from being proud of what you have or your results and all that stuff. Don't feel left out, but if you want to, just join the party, that's all. And by the way, I'm giving away one of these razors to a family friend for Christmas. Yep, Christmas time is coming, okay? Black Friday. If you want to give the gift of shaving, guys, yeah, we're getting that to that time. Some of them are already started, but and shaving is something that guys are gonna have to do anyhow. If you're into that. And even if you're having a beard, guys, you have to, for God's sake, trim it up, Keep it nice and tidy. I'm all for facial hair, but, keep yourself in control there, Just saying. Nothing against guys who don't, but, All right. Going against the grain. A slim, right up against that nose hair, right? Look, it's just very gentle on the skin. As long as you don't press too much. All right? I'm going, see? No irritation. I'm going to come down against the bottom here. All right, now we're going to go this way. Still plenty of slickness, even though my lather isn't the thickest, because it is a new brush and it has to, absorb, and then that's the biggest thing, like I said, it'll start releasing lather as you use it. Now it's more of a break-in issue than the bristles for me, for scritchiness. And every boar hair, type is a little different. There's a lot of boar nuts that don't, just perform top notch right out of box, but others. So don't be discouraged if that's the case. keep using it, keep blathering, and it'll just get better as you go. That's the thing with warhair brushes and Badger. Synthetics, it don't matter. But natural hair, all right, it's across and up. And look at that. Excellent. Let's give it a rinse, huh? Oh, that's nice. All right. Go into the towel. Blot it off. Okay, got some Thayers here. Cucumber. Scent dissipates, so it doesn't interfere with anything. Now I'm feeling tingling, which is good for me. I'm okay with that. Got real close. Let's review, guys. Benchmark, okay, with the PermaSharp blade, second use, final use of this hefty blade, the inspector version, not version, but I should say just engraved. You can too. I think it's an extra $20 or something. So we'll clean that up after the shave, get it ready for next time. Mystic brush, the window with the American flag. Nice soft knot. Yeah, I'll continue to use it. It'll just get better and better. TRC, red, white, and blue. Unbreakable lather bowl. Great to travel with too. And the soap icon Sprite Gold shave, and the aftershave splash, which we'll use after the shower. There we go. Sprite Gold shave. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me. We'll see you again really soon, hopefully. And yeah, have a great holiday. Maybe I'll do a video. Who knows? Let's see how much time I got tomorrow, what I'm doing. But have a good one, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye.